I just made Dubai 3 days a thing.
Yeah.
I just made
3 days.
The Dubai 3 days are a thing. So just do it all with a smile, man. You really taught me that. Just do everything with a smile. Everyone tells me I have a nice smile. I don't smile enough. I'm always grumpy. But like, you know, like I'm really not a grumpy guy. Like I'm really not. I'm just serious, substantive, and you know, it's something that I've just tried to just really embrace, you know, really embrace having this guy next to me, really embrace this platform.
Yep.
Shisha popping. Shisha's popping.
Yep.
I'm not shouting out the brand because they ain't sponsoring us yet.
Yeah. Oh man. But yo, so question, what did you feel about this season? What's your review back on this season? What are, I guess, the highs and the lows or anything unexpected?
I think personally the highs were how you and me build on our cadence, our chemistry.
Yeah.
I think you and I are now a lot more thoughtful about our conversations. I mean, in the beginning, we were always very structured, but now I think we're able to now better have a hybrid type of conversation with all our guests where we're able to like generally follow the outline, but like now we're able to have like real in-depth conversations. It doesn't feel like a question and answer session, right? Like it feels like an actual conversation now, and that takes practice. We're gonna get better with that. But
and we're getting to that. We're fine tuning. Like, yo, it's a conversation at the end of the day.
Conversation. You should always know who your guest is. You should always know the topics that you want to talk about. But you should always be relying on yourself and your personality. Like sometimes I felt like in the beginning in season 1, I was a little fake. Like I was too like show anchoring. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, that's not me. Like I like to have a conversation. I like to make people laugh. I'm actually funny. I'm actually funny. I think so, at least. But so I think it's one of those things that, like, you know, just continue to improve. The lows, man, just the lows for me is right now, towards the end of the season. Everything that I've been going through, everything just hitting at the same time. I was in a moment of turmoil at some point with all the changes I was going through in my life, and just being able to just kind of fight through it. And I was like, you know what? Like, let me tap back into therapy. Heavy duty, heavy doses of therapy. Yeah. Just talking out loud about my feelings, just talking out loud about my thoughts, because it was really having an effect on my job. It's having an effect on my podcast. I wasn't really as focused. Mike had to pick up the slack in a lot of times. I was missing things that I definitely don't miss, and Mike was calling me out on that. So I was like, yo, I'm just not focused, and I wasn't really telling him what was going on. I kind of finally opened up, and, you know, it kind of made sense. And, you know, like, just that was my personal low. My personal low is like probably right now, but I know I'm a bounce back. I always do, man. Like, you know, the last time I remember feeling, I don't remember the last time I felt this way. You know what I mean? Like when I was here in Abu Dhabi a few years ago, that was just me being away from my family, and like I got over that. But this is something different. You know, like this is something different. It's not like I'm not gonna go ahead and like tell people I'm like massively clinically depressed or anything like that, right? But I'm, you know, sad and like, you know, just kind of in a low.
And it happens, you know. It's part of life, you know.
I don't know if it's the jet lag, but the definitely jet lag definitely sparked that up, man. And yeah. So what were your highs and what were your lows?
I would say my lows for this season was one, just, you know, when you actually moved, I knew you were moving, but then when you actually moved, I was like, damn, can we put this through? And then we had the calendar of like when we're traveling, then relying on guests and everything. Cause we did it before, you know, when we went to LA, but now it's like, it was multiple just moving parts, you know? And it's, you know, just testing us as people of dealing with different studios, different freelancers. And that was the thing. I'm like, man, I just wish we had a solid core group of team that it's like, that can just handle this. Like, and for me, it was just like, man, are we still being creative because we're doing everything, you know? And that was the low where I was like, man, I want this to get fun again. It's like, cause I have so many ideas, and sometimes I know you might get on me, like, you're like, yo, this has to be by the books, on the dots and all that. And it's like, cause my mind is racing. I'm like, yo, I have this idea. I want to like explore this, you know?